All right, so for this paper, it's a 9 by 12 and we're gonna do an 8 by 10 picture. So we are going to be starting by measuring about 1/2 inch on that side and 1/2 inch on the other side. So this is on from our longer side down. So we measure that 1/2 inch and then we grab our ruler and we connect those two lines just to be sure that the line is straight. That's why we marked it on both sides. So once we have that line, what we are going to be doing is place the 0 of our ruler where that line we just created is, and then mark every single inch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 on this side, and 8 as well. And then same exact thing on the other side. So if we do it to the left, we're gonna do it to the right. If we do it to the right, we're gonna do it to the left. So we're gonna mark every single inch, and then we are going to start connecting all of those lines that we just created. So since our paper is going to be a 9 by 12, we need to have a 1/2 inch border on that longer side in order for our grid to match up with our 8 by 10 printed photo. So we will be creating, as we just saw, that 1/2 inch at the top. And since we're going to be doing a 1 inch grid, we are actually going to be left at the bottom of this paper with another 1/2 inch. So that is totally normal. We're gonna have a smaller little outline border at the top, and we're gonna have a smaller outline border at the bottom if we're keeping our paper horizontal landscape mode. Once we are done with all of those lines, we are going to be placing a ruler at the top with the 0 at the edge of the paper. We can follow one of the lines we just created, and we're going to mark every single inch again. So this is going to help us create a 1 inch by 1 inch grid. So the border is going to be 1 inch on this shorter side, and so we're going to mark the same exact thing at the bottom, making sure that the 0 is at the edge of the paper, and then we are going to quickly connect all of those lines. So 12 minus that 1 inch on the left minus that 1 inch of the right, it's going to be 10 inches. So making sure we connect all of these, we are basically having our grid ready and set up. While we're doing this, make sure you keep the lines and your pencils very light, so do not put a lot of pressure, just so we're sure that we can erase it. So we are going to find the lines around the outside, and we're going to place the tape to follow that line. So not on top of it, just outside of our border line. So this is going to make sure that once we start creating on our paper, our lines, our edges are going to be nice and crisp and clean. And once we're done with our drawing, once we're done coloring, we are going to be pulling off that tape and be left with a nice clean border around it. So make sure you follow the line. I don't want to see the line through the tape. Make sure you tape it nicely and that the tape sticks well to the paper. And then we are done and we are ready to start sketching. So make sure you grab your picture, make sure you create the grid on the picture, and then you can start sketching your image on this paper, and we're gonna start coloring it in with color pencils. One extra thing that might make it a lot easier for you to draw is to put letters or number at the top and at the sides. So if you count your squares, you should have 10 horizontally and 8 vertically, or depending if you keep your paper vertical, it should still be 10 by 8. Now we're ready to start sketching.